Like the saying goes, time spent on hiring is time well spent. So is the situation depicting the emergence of the running mate of the standard bearer of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. At the All Progressives Congress Party's presidential primaries and national convention held at the Eagle Square, Abuja on the 8th of June, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was elected to run as presidential candidate for APC come February 25th, 2023 general election. Since then, the presidential candidate had been searching for a substantive running mate, but after many consultations like other parties, he came out to announce Kasimu Shettima, a two-term governor of Borno State. Tinubu, a Yoruba Muslim from Southwest, was confronted with the dilemma of a Muslim-Muslim ticket or pick a Christian minority from the north. Many names had been speculated to be the possible choice. They include governors of Kano, Kaduna, Borno State. At the end of the day, the former governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, Ibrahim Shettima, was formally announced. With this announcement, questions are raised regarding why the ticket of Muslim-Muslim, with possible dissatisfaction within the party and some party ideals not considered. This will form the focus of discussion on the program today. I am Lydia Odije Ochi. Welcome to the program, Nigeria Today. Now let's get to meet my guests. With me in the studio is APC chieftain, as well as member Progressives Youth Movement, Comrade Dominic Alancha. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
I hope I got it well.
Yes, Alancha.
Now joining us via Zoom is an associate professor, Sheriff Gali Ibrahim, the Department of Political Science and International Relations, University of Abuja. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now let's set the ball rolling with this clip. Take a look.
The only one that was in place as a placement we thought today, and there'll be already an announcement to replace him fully with a substantive,
It's a substantive one.
Kashim Shettima. I have not discussed with him. I've disclosed it to you. Since I've disclosed it to the president.
Why Kashim Shettima?
No, that's because he competent, capable, reliable, and able.
That was the declaration from Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Now, let me begin by asking my first question to Professor Sheriff Gali. The choice of presidential running mate for the APC is now out. Everybody now knows. What do you make of this development?
Well, it is a the political party, as well as the winner of the APC, has the right to actually made from the across the states of the federation. But some of the implications we are looking at, party has already made its own which resulted in the selection of Senator as the running mate for Bola Tinubu. But the implication is that three things involved in this particular journey. What we need to look at is that this, or APC as a party, is sowing the seed for. Why is it so? If you look at the process of constitutional, you discover that the culture of a people should be considered. The religion to cognizance. And that is why I see it imperative in the selection of political, even leadership recruitment. All these particular variables should also be considered. If that is the constitution of the land, we need to consider the culture of the people, the belief system of the people. Why shouldn't we consider that in the political process, i.e. in the leadership? In my own view,
we really apologize for the audio challenge there via the Zoom, but I also want to throw the question to you for you to shed more light on what informed this choice of Senator Shettima.
Well, I think, thank you very much for having me here. I think Asiwaju himself has thrown some light to what really informed the emergence of Senator Kashim Shettima as his presidential running mate. He talks about competence, he talks about capacity, he talks about reliable, he talks about someone that is able. And to add to it, experience is some of those factors that was seen in Kashim Shettima that led to his emergence as the vice presidential candidate of a great party, and I congratulate him for that. Coming to that, yes, it has elicited a lot of comment on the social media, you know, general political discussions. People are discussing why Shettima, a Muslim ticket and all of that. But for me as an individual, you know, I don't believe that you know, our religion should play a role in our emergence, in our leadership selection, because religion has not, is not, you know, sentiment has not taken us anywhere. We should begin to look at the capacity, the competence, the experience of political leaders, you know, emerging to take us to where we ought to be. Nigerians, you know, are desirous of a country that works for everybody, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your region, irrespective of your ethnicity. This is our country and we want it to work. So if Asiwaju Tinubu's ticket is what will deliver development, is what will deliver good governance, I think we should support that. And I see that coming to pass, that the emergence of you know, Asiwaju and Asiwaju and Shettima will deliver good governance to Nigerians. We should not look at the religious aspect of it. I don't care, you know, about the religion of the vice president. It's not, it doesn't matter to me. What can they bring to the table? Let Nigerians begin to interrogate them based on what they can bring to the table, rather than begin to engage or interrogate them based on their religious background. It won't help us. It's not going to take us anywhere. I wish to tell Nigerians that, look, 2023 general, you know, electioneering campaign should be centered around issues. We have PDP, we have Labour Party, we have APC. Let's get to interrogate this aspirant and their vice presidential candidate. Look at their history, look at their background. The leadership positions they have held in the past, how have they delivered? Have they delivered well? Have they performed as governors? That's most of them, almost all of them has been governors and vice president. What is their record? Is it positive or negative? The challenge is confronting this country as it is right now, especially on the area of security. We must have a president and a vice president that have a carved out plan, you know, to deliver. Deliver in a sense that we must interrogate their policy on security and be able to visualize this and see how they can deliver. So I think for me, it should be about issue and not on this, you know, sentiment that a lot of people share here and there. I don't share in that same sentiment.
All right. Now, Dr. Gali, I hope we've been able to overcome the audio challenge. Now, I would also like you to conclude on your first response.
Well, as I earlier said, that the political party has the right to do that. Are you telling us that in the entire Christian population of Nigeria, no other people choosing one? I think the answer is no. So what we are saying is that the winning game you want to play might quality. And that is what, as Nigerians, we should always try to reject. We should always try to avoid. We should avoid politics of resentment. We should avoid politics that will create disharmony among the population of Nigerians. Representation. Each and every man, in the land should feel that he's fully represented. 60 million Nigerians. There are people who are even more competent than Bola Tinubu himself. So what we are saying here is that the issue of equity and justice should separate. But now AP on card, but that does not necessarily mean that the card APC has set is the path, which might actually make APC, because we have seen failure even with the political party. What the rulership of APCs, to Nigerians are good, because every day we are actually collapsing and depreciating. So if the APC should play this time, APC is sowing the seed for its own self-destruction, which what we is harmony, peaceful coexistence, as well as stability. And for us, we have politics of inclusion, not politics of exclusion. And believe me, when create 3 queues, around the polling unit, the queue for the Christian, the queue for those who do not actually consider religion. And that is why it is always good, as well as leadership recruitment process. And this is my own.
I really apologize for the audio challenge that is coming from the Zoom network, but we'll take a break right now and continue with our conversation. Don't go away.
The only one that was in place as a replacement, we thought today, and there be already an announcement to replace him fully with a substantive,
It's a substantive one.
Kashim Shettima. I have not discussed with him. I've disclosed it to you. Since I've disclosed it to the president.
Why Kashim Shettima? No, that's
because he competent, capable, reliable, and able.
This is NTA News 24 broadcasting from Abuja. You can watch us anywhere, anytime on the following platforms.
Start Times Channel 101, Freak TV Channel 703, GSTV Channel 419, and Go TV Channel 46.
For more information, log on to our website www.nta.ng or join us on our social media handles, Facebook at NTA News 24.
For comments, suggestions and inquiries, send an email to news24@nta.gov.ng or call us on the following numbers.
NTA News 24.
News and more news.
Welcome back. The program is Nigeria Today, and we are discussing Tinubu's choice of running mate. My guests are still with me, Associate Professor Sheriff Gali Ibrahim, Department of Political Science and International Relations, University of Abuja, and APC Chieftain, Comrade Dominic Alancha. Now, let me come to you, Comrade Dominic. Let's talk a little more about the man Shettima, two-term governor of Borno State. What else can you tell us about him that made him to stand out to be the choice for the APC's vice presidential standard bearer?
Yes, thank you very much. Senator Kashim Shettima, like the standard bearer, as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu rightly said, he considered so many factors, that led to his emergence, which include his capability, his competence, his, experience, and all of that. But beyond that, his track record as a two-term governor of Borno State and a serving senator, you could see that he has performed. If you look at the record of his achievement in terms of the economy, in terms of even the security of that state, yes, it was not really during his time that Boko Haram started, but when he came on board, he was able, with the help of the, national government, secure the state. During the last time, before his, exit, when Buhari came on board, we had, a lot of local government being taken away by the Boko Haram. His concise effort and the effort of the military and the national government was able to, recover those states taken by Boko Haram and all of that. If you go to Maiduguri today, I can tell you that the foundation is laid. That is the same foundation that Zulum is building on, and he has not deviated from that. Today, a lot of persons are applauding, Zulum for the performance, for what they are seeing on ground in the state. Zulum was his commissioner for development also within the state. It was an initiative, a foundation that he laid. These are some of the records that we need to dig into, in supporting him, because he has performed as a governor in his state. And if you also look at his record in the Senate, you understand, he has made some substantive contribution to lawmaking and enactments of laws and all of that. So bottom line is, we believe that there is, and believe me, there is a history that they shared. Look at Tinubu in Lagos. Tinubu, a two-term governor also in Lagos, set a foundation that no governor that has come after him has able to deviate from. All right, and Lagos is working today. We want them to come on board so that they can replicate that at the national level. Believe me, honestly, people are asking that the ticket should be balanced. Yes, the ticket should be balanced. The Constitution is there to check them. You talk of justice, equity, and fairness. The Constitution of our country, which is our grand norms, that they are going to swear allegiance to, is the highest form of holding people responsible to their country. Is the highest form of holding people responsible to account for good governance. I don't think religions play a role, or someone's faith play a role in the emergence of progressive leaders. What should play a role is their competence, their capacity, their experience. Are they accountable? Are they honest? All right, these are the things we should look out for in a leader, and some of these things can be found in distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima. Okay,
now I'll still stay with you. There seems to be some form of dissatisfaction observed amongst the party members as a result of this choice, I'm referring to internal issues. So how are these going to be addressed?
Well, I can assure you that these issues, they are normal. All right, within the party there are bound to be internal wranglings, but we have a mechanism that solve this problem. Let me quickly inform you, or I believe you must have seen it on in the news. Governors today met with our President Muhammadu Buhari, and they have thrown their 100% commitment to this ticket. And these governors of the progressive governors are the leaders of the party in our state. Party members have been declaring their support, for this ticket of Tinubu and Shettima. So I believe that, whatever internal wrangling that is within us is democratic, is normal, but we are going to solve it. You know, our symbol is the broom. So I believe that the party have a mechanism of resolving all these internal wranglings within the party. Our responsibility is to work and deliver the party at the unit level, to the ward level, to the local government level, to the state and to the national level. So it's going to be Operation Deliver Your Unit, and we are capable and we are able and we will do it. Come 2023 general election.
Okay, Professor, now let me ask you, whatever the outcome of this will be, do you see any political implications in any way for the APC?
Yes, we have so many political implications because from 2015, Nigeria has actually been degenerating in the sense that the economy has not been improving. You know, the education has not been improving. So I'm not surprised if APC will make this particular decision at this particular moment. Why? Because the issue is that Nigeria is gradually becoming so vulnerable. The ethnic and regional tension, if you go back to the Southeast, for example, since the emergence of, you know, President Buhari, the Southeast has been a flashpoint. We try to manage that. And in the process of managing that, the PDP, you know, is trying to include the Southeast in its own political journey. Not even to think that if we are not able to manage a regional and ethnic tension, why should we create another tension which is religious in our own country when we have been suffering from terrorism, banditry, even trying to dialogue and engage the bandits to negotiate? So we shouldn't reach to the point that we will try to be promoting religious dialogue. Remember, we've suffered from Sharia crisis in Kaduna and other places, Zango, Ketep, and the rest of them. So it is high time to actually have a political process to do away with all this particular crisis, not to expand and increase this particular divide. And that is why it is a great implication, not for APC, because if APC carries this particular strategy, it is Nigeria which is going to bear the consequences and Nigerians. And that is why we have to tell APC as a political party the truth, regardless of who is the member of that particular political party, because we have an obligation as Nigerians. So it is not a good idea to discard other people thinking that there are no competent people in that particular belief system. And remember, Africa and Nigeria, we are not as secularized as Europe. Why? Because we Africans, we are different from Europeans. So the best way for us to actually carry out our political processes is to do it in African way, in Nigerian way, because we are not Europeans. So if we are Nigerians and Africans, religion is a very sensitive variable to consider, not just to consider the issue of interest, the issue of only how to win, because the way and manner for you to win is when you carry along the divergent groups within the polity, you include them in the political process and in the political journey. That will create peace and harmony among us. That will create sustainability politically, and that will bring development, not resentment, not marginalization, not secessionist movement, not terrorism, and not banditry. I think these are some of the few implications, that could be explained in this particular political suicide that APC has actually carried.
Can I just respond to some of the issues? Yes, very brief, yes. You see, let's be honest and be fair to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This responsibility of selecting a vice president strictly rests on his shoulder. It is his decision. Our responsibility is to respect his decision. And I think Nigerians should respect his decision. He has chosen the person that he wants, the person he feels is capable and loyal to him, and anybody could also take such decision. I'm not saying that there are no capable, people within the Christian community. I'm from the North Central. I mean, yes, from the North. I'm from the North. I'm capable. There are capable, Christians that could also do the same job. But you see, it is his responsibility to choose who his deputy, his vice presidential the presidential running mate is. And again, let me tell these people that they are the ones whipping on religious sentiment. And I don't really want to discuss this religious, aspect of this politicking that is going on here and there, because the truth of the matter is that, well, don't let me say what I want to say, because to be honest, there are Christians that are not going to vote for APC. There are Muslims that are not going to vote for APC. Same way, there are Muslims that will vote for APC, and there are Christians that will vote for APC.
All right, thank you.
So we shouldn't go into the religious sentiment, please.
We wish you luck. Thank you so much. Well, that's the much we can take. We wish we had more time to talk more on this.
That's all right.
Well, that's it on Nigeria Today, and my guests have been Associate Professor, Department of Political Science and International Relations, University of Abuja, Sheriff Gali Ibrahim. Thank you so much. And right here with me is Comrade Dominic Alancha, APC member, Progressive Youth Movement. Thank you so much for providing us insight to our discussion.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, thank you for being a part of the program. Remember, you can still watch this episode and other ones on www.youtube.com/NTN News 24 Hub. See you again in another episode of Nigeria Today. I am Lydia Ujosi. Goodbye.
Advertised on NTA News 24, located at the headquarters premises of the NTA, Area 11, Lagos, Abuja. Our rates are affordable. Our reach is far and wide. We are on DSTV channel 419, StarTimes channel 101, GoTV channel 46, Free TV channel 703.